What even bothers me the most is the fact that the couple are even trying to come to make them feel lively, but people are still going to tarnish them. Or I'm unfollowing. Why are you unfollowing them? Because they are pretending. Why are you listening to what they are saying, the positive things, or you want to follow the negative things? If you're watching them, just watch them. Do watch the positive, take the positive and leave the negative to them. Why are you going to unfollow? I don't know, you're going to unsubscribe. For what reason? Because that saga has happened. So that's the same thing that happens when your friend actually murders someone. Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Vlogs by Marianne. If you're new to this channel, girl, Budesco, you better subscribe on that subscribe button, click on that notification bell so you get notified every time I make a post. And if you really come to this channel, thank you so much for always coming. Guys, be sure to watch the video from the beginning to the end. Watch the ads as well because it's a way of supporting your girl. So today, from the title of the video, of course, you know what I'm gonna be talking about in this video. First of all, I'm not excited at all. You know, they say, or rather the Bible says, if you are not a sinner or if you've not sinned before, be the first one to throw the stone, right? So I'm not going to be the let me say we all are sinners, so let me say I'm not going to be the one who is going to throw the stone, or rather I'm just going to give some enlightenment on this video. So here is the thing. Wajesus family is a couple in Kenya. I am sure if you're watching this video, you know them, right? And if you're watching and you don't know them, you can just go and search on YouTube Wajesus family and you're going to see everything that I'm talking about. So recently, there was a fracas, and actually what happened is they got exposed by Edgar Obare, who said, no, actually it was the cousin to Wajesus family who tried to expose Kabi Wajesus through Edgar Obare on his Instagram page. And just recently also did a video on YouTube trying to talk about Kabi Wajesus, right? The thing was, Kabi Wajesus actually impregnated the cousin. They had a relationship, then he impregnated the cousin. Kabi Wajesus was reached by the cousin to see how they can get to raise the child together, but he was like, no girl, all this thing is a fake. Because he says from the video they did in detail, a detailed video they did on their YouTube channel, saying that they actually received some certificates from a farm. A lawyer sent some forms trying to say that actually he needed to take care of the baby. Kabi said the baby is not his, the baby is the cousin's, and everything that was said is a lie. So the cousin came again and said that Kabi was trying to deny the baby in public. And she was like, how can Millie and Kabi, how can they deny the baby yet they know the baby existed even before Kabi started a relationship with Millie Wajesus? And I feel like we are back on it again. The last video I did of Wajesus family was during the Terence Creative season when Edgar Obare had exposed them again. With my little FBI, of course, there is no way, because a lot of people are actually saying that Bahati had a baby with Ivy, Yvette. He disclosed it, it was in public, and he takes care of the baby. It is right, he had a baby with Ivy. Ivy is not a cousin to Bahati. These are things that happens. We are born again Christians, and of course we don't expect such things to happen from especially the people we are drawing examples from. It is not expected for them to behave as such. But then when it has happened, it has happened. What we tend to do next is how to live with the consequences to see how you can make things right. Obviously, from the scenario, it looks like Kabi did not do that actually, because a lot of the fans, everything, all the comments I'm seeing on different posts and videos I've tried to watch, everybody's like, yo, you are not supposed to do this. Let me tell you something. The reason why Kabi will deny the baby in public, it's because it is alleged that Kabi sired the baby with a cousin. There is no way Kabi is going to come in public and actually say he sired the baby with a cousin. First of all, you remember they have relatives who are watching them. Number one, they have the church, right? And he cannot come publicly. This is a public figure. They have the name to keep. Of course, this is what is done by most celebrities or most of the influential people we try to watch. It happens. He will not come publicly to say that he sired the child with a cousin. This is something that will not happen. Even if it's true he actually did have the baby with a cousin, this is something they'll try to solve it offline, off social media. Of course, it will be said that they already introduced us to their social media, and of course, whatever is happening in their lives, we are supposed to know or we are supposed to be informed. But it all remains that they're still human beings and they want some of their things to be private. That's why they share a section of their things. So obviously when it came public, they have to give detailed information on what happened. But of course they did that, and the cousin came to say again they are ready for the DNA test. So there's no way Kabi will admit in public that he actually had a baby with a cousin. He's a public figure. He will not tarnish his brand, the brand they have struggled to build for a lifetime. I've not been sent by Wajesus family here. I'm just trying to enlighten things, especially to those people who are commenting and saying that these people have done a lot. I don't know, they are public figures, they pretend to be born again. Some of us, or most of us, are actually born again. We're being the first one to throw the stones, to say that, oh, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? He's not supposed to do that. He's actually a human being. The mistake I'll say he actually did is now when the lady went to approach him, the thing they did, they said they tried to search for the lawyers and they didn't get the lawyers. So they resulted into the fact that probably the lady was trying to blackmail them. I don't know the truth into it. They are the only ones who knows the relationship, the cousin-wise, how it's going, because they are the ones who started to date from that particular time to this moment. So they know whether the baby is his or they're not his. It is embarrassing for him to come and talk that matter and say that he actually had the baby with a cousin. First of all, the family is trying to follow them, trying to see what really happened. The lady tried to say that the mother actually tried to reach Abby, telling him that if he does not want to take care of the baby, he can give the baby to them so that they can take care of the baby. But he refused. That is according to Abby's cousin. Because she also said that the family had also tried to reach for the baby so that they can spend Christmas with them for about like 2 years ago. So which means I must presume that the duration they have stayed without talking is about 2 years. Probably. Let's go to the question of why did they take so long for them to come out and say. As much as the fact might be right, it might be true they hate the baby, they're just not going to put their brand at jeopardy for just trying to say they actually had a baby. I'm really presuming that if it's true actually Kabi had the baby with a cousin, this is something they're trying to solve offline. I'm sure they have gone, because the cousin actually said that Kabi went to the village to talk with the villagers, the elders, to try to see how they are going to solve this situation. Can't just people respect the fact that he cannot solve the situation online, because he's trying to do this thing of social media. Of course, people will be like, since they introduced us to their public figure, we're supposed to see everything, but they choose what to show us. If we are not shown that, just respect that. You don't want anybody to be following you to your bedroom matters, discussing everything. And as I said, if you've not sinned, be the first one to throw the stone. The thing that happened, we might say it's a fornication, it's incest, it's I don't know, all those type of things. We're actually not sure if the baby is his, but the cousin said they are ready for the DNA. So we are assuming it might be true, right? And if it is true, because I doubt if they will go to that extent of even producing another video still saying that the baby was his, because they know the consequences, of course, with the law and everything. So that's why they can't risk. So we'll assume it might be true. So if it is true, we leave it to them to solve it by their own. They did a video and it's actually trending right now. They did the video trying to explain, but people have been on their neck. Every time they're going to do something, a video anywhere, people are actually following them to try to get answers from them. Yo, what are these people saying or doing? I'm actually ranting right now because, you know, it bothers me a lot how people are so quick to judge or to jump into conclusions. Actually, they did it. But then something that I'll actually say, it is not, I'm not trying to defend them, saying that they did the right thing. What I'm trying to say is, if actually it is true, Kabi, just own it. On whatever you did, regardless, it may be public or not public, you don't know. Maybe they have done that when they went to the village, just that he's not ready to speak it out publicly because he's actually caring about his name. Though some of the things that we do have consequences, some like public consequences. If I give an example of the Bible, let me share something that I learned. Some of the people say that Moses did sin, Solomon did sin, David did sin. So if I sin, it's still okay because they sinned and they are cool. But you were told something today that if you are sinning, are you ready to sacrifice, to make the sacrifices that those people did for you to bring your name to light again, for you to be able to remove to make your name to have no blemish in it? Because we were told that when God was so mad at and he told Noah to build an ark, and then he was to send in all the animals, the female and the male, the female and the male. So by doing that, God released a storm that destroyed everything on earth. And after that storm, Noah actually went to give a sacrifice to God, and he did the best one until God looked at humanity and said he'll never destroy it that way, and he went to build an altar for God. David went to write scriptures and scriptures. Whatever sin you are making, are you ready to make that sacrifice? And we were being given an example of whereby Corona came. And when Corona came, it came to hit us so hard. We are just back to work. We are enjoying. We are having our salaries back again. And here we are, of course, celebrating and eating things as normal. We're just praying to God, telling God, let things be normal. What sacrifice have you actually made to God that will make God to try to talk to himself and think that I'm actually not going to do this to humanity again? We're just going back to it. We are getting that money. You don't even remember you have to give the sacrifice that will actually make God to doubt or talk to himself. If Kabi did this, he'll have to deal with the consequences because the baby is already there. He'll have to deal with him, raise him, the sacrifices he has to make. For example, if it may be accepting publicly, because those are some of the consequences, the things you have to do, right? I don't know if it actually goes hand in hand, but that's what I'm saying. But if he still went to the parents, to the elders, and explained everything, let's leave it there. Let's just remain here trying to speculate. Whichever day the truth comes, well and good. If it doesn't come, let's just stay and leave everything the way it is. This thing of everything happening and people come on popping in, we'll forget that it's only that we are not public figures. That's why our images, that's why we are trying to protect a lot. That's why the people are not showcasing the things we are doing. But every one of us, if somebody tries to follow the things we are doing in public, so don't be the first people to come throwing stones and saying blah this, that. When that day comes, trust me, I'm sure everything will unfold. Just the way everything is unfolding right now, who could have said, who could have known that these things happen? With all the exposure, everything that has been happening to celebrities, one after the other, people coming in to throw shades. Girl, Budesco, you better wait for your day, man. Your day is coming. So just stop it, guys. If it is advice, go ahead and give advice. All this is hypocrisy. It is not right to sire a baby with your cousin because it is a relative, and I believe that is incest. I'm not holier than thou. You are not holier than thou. When it has happened, the best thing to do, take responsibility, ask for forgiveness, be in the right way of mind. And everybody who comments and says these are hypocrites, they do this, they do that, there's no one who is perfect. Not to justify our actions. So we're actually supposed to live a life that is pleasing God, but there is no one who is perfect. Just remember that when someone does something, it's not to mean that because someone is a public figure they cannot wrong. Someone strives to build up everything they have, they own, for them to reach somewhere, and then you just pull them down. These are the examples of the people whom we have seen giving up, others trying to commit suicide, others going into depression. The examples of Akina Mulamwa. It is high time just people stop behaving like hypocrites. And if they did it, it is a mistake they did. If he owned it, he doesn't need to come here and say we are owning it. For him to explain himself, he did this thing. For people forcing him to accept publicly, it's their cup of tea. Let's go all solve our own problems. It bothers me because I'm also in the industry. What even bothers me the most is the fact that the Cabo are even trying to come to make them feel lively, but people are still going to tarnish them. Or I'm unfollowing. Why are you unfollowing them? Because they are pretending. Why are you listening to what they are saying, the positive things, or you want to follow the negative things? If you're watching them, just watch them. Do watch the positive, take the positive and leave the negative to them. Why are you going to unfollow? I don't know. You're going to unsubscribe. For what reason? Because that saga has happened. So that's the same thing that happens when your friend actually murders someone, or maybe when your friend steals, or maybe when your friend gets sick and you actually abandon them because you say that I don't want to associate myself with them. No, you cannot do that. So people are actually going after Kate actress, after Yummy Money. Oh, why are you standing with them? It is not right. Okay, at the end of the day, let's assume he did it. It's not right. So what is supposed to happen? Go be the first one to throw that stone if you've never sinned. That's it for today's video, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe, Girl Budesco, right? And if you watched to this end, thank you so much. When him say, make sure you watch my other vlogs as well. And very soon I'm gonna be coming with giveaways. You don't wanna miss. You have to stay tuned because, girl, you don't wanna miss. Let me not say girl because BTG was actually trying to do some videos and he kept on calling people bro. And then I just read that comment and was like, Someone was like, bros are not the only people who watch your channel. So let me say Girl and Budesco. Let me just put all of you in one, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. Make sure you support me. Subscribe below. I'll be back with more videos. I do random videos, vlogs, pranks, trendings like these ones, and I'll link my social media down below. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me at Vlogs by Miriam, Facebook at Vlogs by Miriam. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. Toodaloo!